And a good morning, everybody! This is Mr. Ward coming to you live from Collingswood Middle School. And today, you are going to learn how to analyze text to determine the central idea, how to summarize text, and some details of Edgar Allan Poe's life. You may even get to start reading The Telltale Heart today. Ooh. So, let's get into it. Alright, we're going to define central idea, annotate the text on Poe, and we're going to develop a summary. And there's a quick, easy template I have that you'll fill out in Google Classroom to summarize the Edgar Allan Poe biography, a little quick bio that you're going to read on him a little bit later. So first thing is central idea. Take a minute, pause if you need to, pause the video, think about what is central idea, how would I define it? I'm going to give you a couple seconds to do just that. Alright, central idea. Think of it this way. It's the main element or idea that ties everything else in the article or story together. So when you go through and pick out, we're going to call them story highlights, or the main elements of the story, the article, what is the central topic that ties them all together? What are they trying to say about that topic? It's the point the author wants you to understand and remember the most. So you read the article, close out of it, what do you remember? What does the author want you to remember? Probably the central idea. The other thing is it's not always stated. You're not going to read, the central idea of this article is that Mr. Ward is the coolest teacher ever. No, it is often going to be implied, which means suggested. So you'll have a bunch of items. You kind of have to put them together. They call it synthesize, but put them together and figure out, all right, what is the central idea? So let's show you what exactly we would do. I have this article, Government Paves the Way for Self-Driving Cars. I don't know that I trust a car to drive itself. It's a little scary, but hey, government's paving the way for it. Apparently Google. It's by the Associated Press, and that's important to for a little bit later. All right, I've gone through and annotated this. What you want to do is you're going to find out the most important ideas and details that if you're going to tell somebody about this article, what is it you think they should know? Think of it this way. Let me go to this article on CNN. Sometimes they'll do this for the reader. You're kind of doing the same thing here. So fears of buildings collapse as rescuers race to reach a girl trapped under rubble. In Mexico, they had a major earthquake this week, which by the time you're watching this would be last week. Or if this is in future years, in 2017. They have over here story highlights. So before I even read it, I know that rescuers attempted to reach a 12-year-old girl and two others. Crews continue working amid rain and risk of buildings further collapse. Which kind of gives me, alright, these are the important things. So what could this be about? So what you do is you read the article and figure out what are the important things. For this one, I thought it was the results suggested what once seemed to like this in technology. And I kind of put it in my own words in the margin, which is what I'm going to want you to do. So the government is working to get self-driving cars to U.S. consumers quickly. Here, cars could actually be safer as tech can react quicker than humans, which I found kind of interesting. It's true. I guess we don't get distracted. Accidents could decline. This is so this would be like story highlights. So you actually have to go through and read first. I would say this. When you get an article like this where it has subheads and your Poe bio will, try to pick out one, maybe two key ideas from each. So that's step one. Annotate the article, find the central ideas, story highlights throughout. Then, you're going to have this template in Google Classroom. I'll leave some paper copies in case we don't have a Chromebook, technology's not working, whatever. Pick out the top 4 highlights that you want people to know and put them here. For example, for that article, and I will attach this in Google Classroom, you'll have, again, paper copies too, you can look at. So self-driving cars could actually be safer as tech can react quicker than humans, accidents could decline, government's on board to monitor safety. So these are the top 4 highlights. The next thing you're going to do is this. Once you have that, Now you go down to A plus B equals C. And all it means is this. This is going to be your topic sentence, the first sentence in your summary. It's the same thing we just did with race. Only this time there's not a question to restate, but you're still going to have title and author. So start with the title and author. Use a strong action verb that illustrates, describes, recommends, suggests, teaches. Make it in present tense. Add a big finish. What is the central idea? So you have all these story highlights. What's the unifying thing that ties them all together? That's your central idea. You just put this together. Then after that, you simply take your story highlights and add them into your summary. All right. Again, you'll have this example to look at. So here, I have my topic sentence. Title, in this case the author. That's why I said the Associated Press was important to note before. We don't have a name, but the Associated Press counts as the author. So the article, Government Paves the Way for Self-Driving Cars by the Associated Press. Here's my strong verb, explains. Now my central idea. What did all my story highlights come and unify? What was the unifying element? Well, it explains how the U.S. federal government is working with technology companies to get self-driving cars to American consumers as quickly as possible. And then as you get into it, one reason is that they improve safety on the road. In fact, the article indicates technology can react quicker and lead to less crashes, which if you remember, there's my first story highlight. So the next one should be government's on board and will monitor safety. Well, that may be the case. Government will still monitor the cars. All right, so you just literally take your story highlights. You do an A plus B plus C, title author, strong action verb, overall central idea, write your topic sentence, put your story highlights, and that's your summary. So I'm going to have you do that with Edgar Allan Poe bio today. Make sure you turn that in Google Classroom. I also have a direction to go to Common Lit and read and answer the questions for the Telltale Heart. Make sure with the open-ended you're following a race. You do have an 84-minute period, so please make sure that that is done. If you finish early, read independently. Thank you, and Wardy is out.